Stevie, please go ahead.
Thank you, my friend. Matteo, 5 games in the league, 5 games at home, 5 games on the road, a semi-final in the cup. Just talk now about what the atmosphere is with every player in that squad, because the games I've watched since Martin Nash took over, you look like a different team. Please talk on that.
Yeah, I think we look and we feel like a different team. I think
Yep.
just having the same type of um mindset going into games, as well as like even just the tactical part, like seeing the game differently. I think there hasn't been too much change in what we're trying to do because it's a lot of information to take in time, but building on it each game and reviewing, I think that's been a very big thing for us is reviewing our game, you know what I mean, and looking into the
Yeah.
little details. Also, like the key details that, if the way we concede or the lead up to a goal that we score or possession, just the tactical sense of everyone being on the same page. And I think a big thing, like I think I already said it, but the defensive structure has been kind of key for us, and just getting that set, the basics of that, and then you add and build on the details towards that. But the atmosphere of, like the team, like we feel like a different type of feeling going into games, more confident. We feel like every game's a challenge, There's no feeling of doubt or anything like that. And I think it's been huge for us. You know what I mean? There hasn't been a game since obviously Nash's came in that I've, felt like we've been out of, or, I think even the Valor game, the first 45 minutes, wow, like we felt
Yes.
confident. We thought we were gonna dominate, and obviously we let it slip away at the end of the day. But next game, fast forward to Halifax, got the result there, and I think we're just keep on building, and I think that's important for us. We can't really drop our heads or anything. There's no time to waste now. So
No, not at all. I mean, team defense looks absolutely phenomenal. I'm saying team defense, not just the back line, not
yeah,
just the goalkeeper, but team defense is phenomenal. But also talking about the offensive football that's coming through right now with Vancouver FC. I've watched for 3 years. I saw what Afshin brought, loved what Afshin brought, but I'm saying this, the commitment from the back line moving forward, the fun, the enthusiasm, the confidence coming through this team right now. If you were a blind man, you wouldn't see it. I'm not blind. I've seen everything. This team is on the up and up. And put it this way, 2 wins in the last three. Goals are flowing. Now's the time to take on Calgary. Now's the time to take them out. What are you thinking?
after what you said, man, I think we gotta keep that. I think we want to play exciting football. We want to be dominant defensively, and I think it's gonna take the whole team. You know what I mean? And it's from top to bottom. Like you said, at the end of the day, it's just how it has to be. Everyone has to be on the same page, and to get the results. I think we want to. I think we saw less possession last game, but if we're sound defensively, there's no problem. The way the guys pressed up top, it motivated us. And we succeeded after it. We got rewarded from the goals. Hugo, you read the press right. He got one. You know what I mean? And I think there's times where, if we're too low and those guys are squeezing us up and we're squeezing them up. You know what I mean? I think it's
Hmm.
midfield lines pushing the strikers up and we're pushing the midfield line up. I think even forcing certain ways and trapping guys, I think we've gotten way better at that, and reading cues. I think cues is a big thing as well.
Big time.
Um I think players in this league and this team, they're getting better at, getting that football sense. You're seeing it a lot more, you know what I mean? I think especially on our team, you have a young team, but guys are learning, and that's
Yes.
that's going to be a big thing. It can be dangerous. Like I think Bob spoke about it as well, and he's worked really hard on how he presses, and I think I've seen it. Like he's getting way more success, and then he's unreal on the counter. You know what I mean? So it's the little things like that, and I think it makes as a back line, it makes it easier for us. If we're getting it right from the front, then it's easier for us. We're getting less, their team's getting less chances against us. So it's easier.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You're
Uh,
totally exciting to watch as well. That's the main thing as well. You've literally turned the switch on now. You guys are exciting to watch. You're motivating me to come thousands of miles to come and watch you. I've done that a few times. You're motivating me now this weekend to go to Calgary and watch you again. That's how much you're motivating me by watching you guys play the way you do. So please keep it going. Aim for the playoffs. and be big every game, because if you play like you did in the last game, you're going to go high and you're going to beat more teams than you've lost against this season, last season, and the season before. Get out there and do it. I believe in you. You're exciting to watch.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, guys.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Stevie. Thank you, Matteo. We'll be back with Vancouver's head coach Martin Nash soon. Thanks, Matteo.
Thank you, guys.
Stevie, would you like to start us when Marty comes?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Everyone, back with Vancouver's head coach Martin Nash. Stevie, go ahead. The floor is yours.
Right on. Martin, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Been a while, but I want to say thank you for making this team work. When you came to this team was not in the same situation by 1,000 miles. And I'm not going to ask you what you've done, but I'm going to ask you how the togetherness is with the team moving forward. Because what I saw midweek, I tell you what, you're exciting and you're looking like you're going to start climbing this league, if not this year, next year. Please talk on that.
Yeah, I mean, I've just come in, just tried to, turn these guys to play the way I want to play, and they've been really adaptive. They're working extremely hard in training. They've taken on everything I'm trying to impose on board, and yeah, it's been a great experience so far. It's a great group of guys and great locker room and guys that want to learn and willing to adapt to a new coach.
Now, I don't normally talk on one individual at a time, but there are stars and there is quality in this team. But there's a young man by the name of Barr. What kind of future do you think he's going to have?
Yeah, I think he's really exciting. He works extremely hard. He's got a great engine on him. He's got pace. He's got power. He can finish. He's been getting a lot of assists recently. So, I really like him. I think, he played deeper earlier on in the season for different reasons. And, I've played him higher and kept him higher because I think he's explosive. He can create. He presses well. So, he's a two-way player that has the ability to play at a higher level. And and you know what, with him, he's got a great attitude. He's a hard worker. And for a young player, that it's something that may seem small, but he's a football player. He talks in the pitch, which helps. So, yeah, he's got all the attributes and he's got a great attitude. So, I think someday he'll be at a higher level, and it might not be that long from now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's got quality written all over him. I mean, like you said about the mentality, he's a talker. He keeps people in the game. He's shouting. He's talking at the veterans and telling them that's how good this kid could be. But talking about taking the knocks, he takes them as well. But moving to the back line, I have to single him out. Aidan O'Connor. The man gets beaten up every game, but plays a big game every match. How happy are you with Aidan?
Yeah, I think he's done really well. He's still got improvements to make, but he's he's got a great attitude. He works extremely hard. I'd like to see him maybe have a bit more personality at times as far as like the vocal on the pitch. But yeah, he's been quality for me, and I think he's doing extremely well. And hopefully he can just keep growing. I think he's gotten better from the first game I was here till he is now, and hopefully he can just keep progressing as the season goes.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, you got them fired up in the right direction, and that's credit to the coach. It starts and finishes with the coach. But moving to Calgary now, last two matches have been a 1-1 and a 0-0 draw. Is this the weekend where you go to Atco Field, where a place you've been many times? Is it a place where you go with something in mind to get a result? I know you do that each time, but is this the weekend you think that with faltering Cavalry, you might get something in this match?
We go to win every game. There's no easy games in this league, as we all know, but it's tough. Cavalry have been on a tough run. They're an extremely good team. They've got an amazing squad for this league, and but we've got to go there. We've got to be organized defensively first and foremost. We got to move the ball quick, and we got to pick and choose our moments when we transition and when we keep it. It's not going to be an easy game, but our guys have a good mentality. We need to keep the same mentality we had Wednesday night, and our mentality is getting stronger. So if we can keep our mentality right and keep our work rate where it has been, limit our mistakes, which is something that we've been talking about, I don't see why we can't get a result against anyone.
And talking about getting under people's skin now, you got under Atletico's skin in midweek and literally owned the match. How are you going to get under Cavalry's skin? Because I think really you need to.
Yeah, I think, we just got to get pressure on the ball. I think with Cavalry, if you allow them to possess the ball too much, they get in a rhythm and then they can hurt you. So we got to be able to get pressure on the ball and not just give them free possession and let them kind of dictate the tempo of the game too much. It's not easy to go there and do that, but if we can be compact, keep pressuring the ball, not let them get balls in between the lines, that's when they're dangerous. So we gotta limit those opportunities for them.
Thank you, Martin. I'm going to the game. Ciao. Thank you very much. Let's have 3 points, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you very much, Stevie.